Hamish here, Hamish Firth from Mount Hobson Group. I'm Hamish from monline.co.nz. We've got an interesting topic today. We're going to talk about these crazy new Watercare restrictions. If you bought a property, suddenly you've been shocked to find out that actually you can't subdivide, you can't build, possibly, for another 10 years, Hamish. You're the expert. You know the stuff. Is it your fault?
Everything's my fault. Hamish, what's happened is Watercare have realised that they have some capacity constraints. This came about when the government announced that everyone could build 3 houses anywhere. And so they got their A's into G and have now worked out that there are some serious issues with the ability for them to supply wastewater and drinking water. So they have mapped out parts of Auckland, Papatoetoe, a lot of West Auckland, and then up into Takapuna and Glenfield and those sort of areas. You've either got the orange colour, and the orange colour signals that there is a wastewater constraint. You've got the blue colour, which says that there is a drinking water constraint, and it's probably more around firefighting pressure. And then you've sort of got the grey areas, the double whammy, where you've got both the wastewater and the water constraint. The Watercare have also put out a program of works to rectify this problem, and some of that is 15 to 20 to 25 years away before there will be full capacity back into these areas.
I'm a little bit disturbed about all this because, for many years we've been talking about, hey, look, this is a great site. This is a great site for building, and you kind of think, wow, Bob's your uncle, it meets all the other requirements. I should be able to subdivide and build here one day.
So
just one thing, Hamish. With these, so okay, they've restricted some of the stuff, but do they offer you a plan to hey, you know what, if you want to get together with your neighbours and spend $1 million gazillion and help us up the infrastructure, then you can do something? Is that
the difficulty is some of it is much larger scale than that. So it might be firefighting pressure from a water supply, and you might have to go back to a principal main, which might even be outside the area, and have to upgrade the whole area. There's probably 2 things. I have to sometimes look for a silver lining. Some of these properties may fall back in value as they have no immediate development potential, which is actually going to provide a whole lot more people the opportunity to have a home in suburbia with a bit of ground and a bit of grass that they know may not be developed around them for a while, and that those prices might suppress back to that sort of value. The other thing is there is an opportunity to make an application to Watercare, and it's probably on a first come, first served basis, that there is still some capacity left in these areas. So it's not a prohibition. Yep. What it's saying is come and see us first. So if you were putting 1 unit on the back, or you might be putting an ensuite in, there may still be an opportunity. It's a fairly simple application process. We've done a few of them now, and we've had positive results for all of them. Yep. That may not be the case in 3 or 4 years' time when all of that capacity is used up. So it's unlikely you'll get large-scale developments approved, but it's likely at this stage you may get an extra unit, another minor dwelling, or an ensuite approved in the area. So it's not all bad. The other thing is there's a lot of the rest of Auckland where development potential is not hindered by this.
And of course, people have got these maps down and has already changed values in different suburbs. I guess on the flip side, if you thought that Watercare or whoever's providing the services for that area could be looking at a horizon where they change the capacity in the future, right? Could there be an opportunity to pick up property that you thought, well, I'm not going to plan to subdivide for the next 10 years anyway, or build for the next 10 years, and then you kind of cross your fingers that the capacity's there at a later date?
Yeah, I think if you're buying 10 years out, often you're not looking at the subdivision potential. You're looking at, bringing your children up, living in a nice neighbourhood. So if I was buying in those areas, I'd first look at whether I wanted to live there, and I wouldn't be fussed by the development potential. I suspect by the time all of these water constraints have come right, we'll have opened up other opportunities south and north of Auckland and west of Auckland where there'll be whole new greenfields development opportunities. So, hey, it's it's not the best look that Watercare have suddenly come out and said that they haven't planned for this development potential, which they've known about for a long time. But really, as you know, with local government, there's not much we can do about that sort of level of, I don't know,
Planning.
or lack of planning.
Lack of,
Yeah, so it's something, if you lower your expectations, you don't get disappointed.
I've always told my wife that, and I think she's coming around. It's been nearly 20 years now.
She's got used to you?
Me? No, just, expectations in general. Sorry. Just my behaviour as well, but no, I don't know why we deviated that far. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully that has been insightful. Hamish from Mount Hobson Group, and Hamish, me from monline.co.nz. Thanks, Hamish.